Hello, ladies. We're back again. Hopefully you're doing amazing. Hopefully you guys are still maintaining social distancing and making that sacrifice for your grandparents. You guys are awesome. And also, hopefully the stress of AP testing is not driving you completely crazy. Hopefully you have more hair than me and you haven't just ripped it out because of all the stress. Hang in there. You guys can do it. You guys are smart. So just hang in there. Today we're going to talk more about toothed whales. So we're going to talk about sperm whales. And the reason we're going to talk about those is they are the largest type of toothed whale. I know what you're thinking, but Bushman, you said last time that orca was the biggest. No, my munchkins. Orcas are the biggest type of dolphin, but they're not the biggest type of toothed whale. So an orca might be 27, maybe even 30 feet, but it turns out that sperm whales can grow between 40 and 60 feet long. That's longer than a school bus easily. And in fact, they live up to 60 years. What do these things eat? Well, sperm whales eat squid, including giant squid, and some fish. When you're big and you need to eat a lot to maintain your body temperature, you tend to stray off of a strict squid diet. Although I'd say 75% of what they eat is squid. Well, squid are intelligent invertebrates. They're nimble. How in the world do they catch them? They catch them, sperm whales catch their prey by stunning them with a sound wave. So imagine you've got yourself sperm whale. They shoot a beam out there, and Mr. Squid gets stunned. And when you're stunned, you won't swim or move around. And then they can just scoop you up. And that's important because only the male sperm whales have teeth. So teeth are not used for hunting. There's no way they could be. Otherwise, the females would all die. No. What do you think teeth are used for? You ladies know. You've seen it amongst your fellow students, I'm sure. So since they're the only ones that have them, the males use their teeth to compete for dominance. And then the dominant males are the ones that tend to do the breeding. Well, sperm whales can use sound for another reason. Sperm whales use sound to navigate when diving. Diving is the same thing as hunting. Unless you happen to be running from orcas. Yes, orcas eat sperm whales too, at least the calves. The main reason that sperm whales dive is to look for squid. And squid are deep, so deep that you can't see, so you need to use sound to navigate. This process is called echolocation. So echolocation is the act of using sound to navigate. Well, duh, why don't they just use their eyes? Well, because they dive so deep that there isn't any light. So sperm whales can dive beyond 3,200 feet deep. That's deep. That's more than a half-mile down. And in fact, they can dive up to 90 minutes, which gives them a lot of time to escape those orcas. So like our IB class, there are no boys allowed. The pods of sperm whales consist of mature females and young. When the males mature, they get booted out of the pod and they become these lone nomads, basically doing three things: fighting other males, hunting squid, and occasionally running into a female pod and mating. I didn't really talk about why they are called sperm whales. Sperm whales have an oil in their head, which we'll call sperm oil, which was used to lubricate mechanical parts and as lamp oil. Because they had this valuable oil in their head, they were hunted to near extinction. This was before there was widespread drilling for oil. Okay, we're going to go off script a little bit here again. This isn't in the PowerPoint, but still useful. There's another species of sperm whale called a pygmy sperm whale, and they only get 11 feet long, so not nearly as big as the big guys. They do have sperm oil in their head, so it's not a terrible name for them, pygmy sperm whale. They can live up to 23 years, so not nearly as long-lived, and they're super secretive. On the surface, they do not swim. They just kind of rest and lay on the surface. They don't approach boats the way some sperm whales do. Probably helped keep them from being hunted. They do not expel water out of their blowhole when they surface. This is called spouting. And the big sperm whales definitely do that. You can think of a whaler sighting a whale and yelling, "There she blows." That's because they've spotted the spouting of a whale. They also do not dive by exposing their fluke. Most whales dive head first. This means that while their head is the deepest part of their body, their tail is sticking out of the water, and therefore they're exposing their fluke. Pygmy sperm whales just kind of sink like a log, and then once they have gotten 50 or 60 feet underwater, then they lean forward and their head begins to descend before their tail. They also eat squid, but fish and crabs are also on the menu. I don't know if they use sound to stun their prey the way the big sperm whales do. I'm not sure anybody has done that research. They can do a weird behavior called squidding, where they expel a reddish brown ink from their intestine when threatened. So this confuses a predator and enables them to get away. So I should mention that pygmy sperm whales are in the genus Kogia, and their species name is Briceps. There's also a dwarf sperm whale that's very closely related, Kogia sima. Now this is not testable. Just wanted to show you that when two things are very closely related, like pygmy sperm whales and dwarf sperm whales, they have the same genus but a different species. All right, ladies, that's all I've got now. It must be time for the pun.